of them. You're wasting all your time and money on models. Paint what you have.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Model Club TV, episode 121. As always, my lovely co-host, Scott Johansson. How are you, sir?
Fine.
Before we go any further, happy birthday, Scott. Happy late birthday a couple days ago. Everyone in the chat, well, we're not live, so not in the chat, in the comments, let's wish Scott a happy birthday. It's a little late. Everyone already did, but it's Scott's birthday. How did it go, Scott? How was your birthday? Anything fun happen?
No.
Nothing? What'd you do? Did you get a cake, at least?
No. We're going to have cupcakes.
All right, I got to take this off.
At the picnic.
Okay. Do we get to, are you going to blow out candles?
No.
Oh, man. Why not?
It's your mom's job. That didn't take long, did it?
They're not coming this year. I think you've scared them away.
I have not.
I did not put a picture for the barbecue this episode because it's too late at this point. If you're not
coming by now, you ain't coming.
If you're far away and you're not coming, or you're up, whatever. People who are close, you still can come. Just let us know. The barbecue's coming up this Saturday. It's tomorrow when this comes out. I mean, it's this Sunday. The episode comes out on Saturday. It's the 31st. Scott's house. Let us know if you still want to come. We still have time. We're looking at what? How many people, Scott, RSVP'd?
We're looking at about 20, counting us.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. That's a show in the making, my friend.
Yeah.
What are we going to call it? LoserCon? What do we call it? Midwest Con?
Johansson Con.
Johansson Con? Johanscon.
Johansson.
No, for real. Birthday. What happened? You didn't do anything?
I went to a concert.
Yeah, what concert did you go to?
Some old friends. So,
what concert did you go to?
Don Felder, Kevin Cronin of REO Speedwagon Band, and Styx.
And how was it?
It was okay. Someone has to explain a few things.
Yes. Speak up a little bit. And we're having volume issues today.
Why? Now, we're in a skybox. You've been in the skyboxes there.
Yes.
It's 3 rows of 5 seats.
We are talking the Credit Union One Amphitheater in Tinley Park, Illinois, for people who are following along at home.
Okay. So, these 3 bar hussies.
Right off the bat. Oh, wait. You know what? I found out YouTube changed the rules. You can swear in the beginning of the episode, and F words are okay. So, let it rip.
All right. So, these 3 fucking bar hussies. Okay. All right. Come, and there was a group of about 10 of us, but there was still room. There's like 5 more, I think 15 per box. And they sit in the front row. Okay. Not a big deal. It's tiered. Who cares who sits where, right?
Yeah.
Except for the more 16-ounce Bud Lights they were pounding. Okay. The more they thought everyone wanted to watch their fucking fat old asses dance.
Tone it down maybe a little.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
And then like they turn around and they're looking at you going, like you're singing to me. Okay. Bitch, sit down, turn around. Okay. And someone also explained to me.
First of all, wait, they're doing this at a Styx concert?
At a Styx concert. Oh, they were doing this. They started in the Kevin Cronin REO Speedwagon part.
Yeah, because that's a rockin' band.
And the Don Felder part.
Yeah.
Okay. But it got way worse in Styx. And oh my God. It was just, it's pathetic. It's like, and I just.
There is that pathetic when you do go to a concert, especially one with an older crowd. The pathetic factor goes up exponentially. The older the band is, when you see people starting to, starting to do things.
Okay, but
They
they're doing all this and like, someone's gonna see them way up there. Okay, but and they're doing this and they're singing and then they're turning around, pointing at you, mouthing, exasperating, mouthing the words, and it's
going
like,
domo arigato, Mr. Roboto.
Don't sail away. Yeah, and it's like, so we had one girl with us that wanted to stand. Okay, so what she did is the box next to us was empty. She hopped the rail and stood over there and danced. Courteous. Okay. Courteous. All right. These other heifers, no. All right. So anyway.
Wow.
But someone has to explain to me the whole idea of here's what I think about concerts. Okay. You should have a sitting section and a standing section.
I agree.
Okay, because not everyone wants to stand through the whole thing. Not everyone wants to dance. Not everyone wants to sing along. Okay. And I know I'm sounding like the get off my lawn guy.
No, I agree.
But,
I agree completely, especially at shows like that.
So it's like,
well, so in this past, actually 2 weeks since the last episode, we've been at that place 4 times. I've gone there 4 times. You've been there once.
I
Twice.
dropped off.
Well, you dropped somebody off. So you did the parking nightmare once. So I saw the first, who did we even see? I don't even remember. Joan Jett.
Rod Stewart.
Rod
Billy
Stewart was
Idol.
the first one with Cheap
Men
Trick.
at Work.
Men at Work, Christopher Cross, and I had a stroke.
Great.
Christopher Cross, Men at Work. Oh, Toto. That was that show. The next one was Joan Jett and Billy Idol. And the one after that was Jimmy Eat World and The Offspring. None of these shows were for me. None. 0. I would have gone to none of these shows if I had a choice.
That's when you got to tell her find friends.
But you know what? They were fine. I like going and hanging out in the lawn at this place, which is fine.
So I told Joanne about the chairs.
Yeah.
And then when we were leaving, I said, see, that's not a chair section. They just leave them there.
Yeah.
And she said, if I was sitting in the lawn and someone came and put a chair right in front of me, I'd be so mad. Okay.
Hey, it's $15. So that's what we learned. I will be chair rentaling the entire time because you're not allowed to bring your own chairs. But when we went to that first show, my back was destroyed by the end of the night from sitting on the lawn. And I'm like, I'm renting
one
a chair.
ugly shirt you had on too.
Oh yeah, that was an ugly shirt. I love that shirt. It's got cowboy. It was, yeah, Jamie found that. It was a Myers special.
I bet it was.
It totally was. I got 2 more where that came from, actually. They were on clearance, so we got some funny shirts. But so we decided to rent chairs from there on out. And then when we saw the Christopher Cross, Toto, if anyone knows these bands, chime in the comments. Let us know your thoughts. Christopher Cross was really good. I thought that show was actually my favorite, probably out of all of them. And Toto was great. And I don't know.
Tells me that you're transitioning.
Wow. Into what? A normal person? A normal person?
A woman.
This was the most normal show I've ever been to. Well, a lot of them. Any show I go to with Jamie is a normal person show. And it's weird to see that side of life. Like normal people concerts. It's strange. But it was fine. But the next one was the one that got screwed up was the Offspring show. It was horrible thunderstorms the whole day, and we got stuck and we missed. The first band canceled. The second one started while we were piling in. It only had an hour and a half of time left. So it was, I don't know. It's been concert fun for both of us. Now I just got to get to a band that I like at some point here. And I can't. It's been dude, it has been like these last 2 weeks have been just insane. It's been insane. Lawnmower has been in the shop for a month. As of today, still not fixed.
What'd they say?
Brand new lawnmower. Everybody, Murray Lawnmowers. If you're watching this by chance, get your crap together. This is ridiculous. So my original lawnmower died. I think it was a Honda or whatever, or Toro. It was a Honda. Died in June. Went and bought a lawnmower from Home Depot. Twice I use it. Starts making the craziest noise. I call I haven't told you. Flipped it over, greased the belt or whatever, which you're not supposed to do, but it made the noise go away for a little bit. Then it comes back. I've only used that thing 3 times, and it's making this screaming noise. Call the people at Murray. Here's the shop to take it to since it's under warranty. It's now been in there for a month. They're telling me it's something with the engine now. Blah, blah, blah. My grass is looking like I don't care, and it's starting to drive me nuts. Refrigerator broke, microwave broke, everything's broke. And then I get a new car. Got a new car.
Got a new office, got a new wife.
So,
Family's fine.
yeah, there's the new car. I have joined modeling greats such as Joe Hansen and DeConte in the Minivan Modelers Club.
DeConte, just so you know, is out.
He sold his minivan?
He got rid of the minivan and got something else. I forgot what he told me.
So wait, it's just me and you in the Minivan
He's out
Modelers
of the
Club?
club. I'm just saying he's out of the club.
All right. So if there's anyone else who watches this show who would like to join the Minivan Modelers Association, or should it be
MVM.
Modelers Minivan Modelers Association? MVM. There we go. No. MVMA.
Okay.
So let us know. We'll start. We'll make some shirts and some stickers maybe. But I got a Kia Carnival and I am loving it. My old car was Should we have people guess in the comments how much money I got for it?
You just talked about your old car.
I miss it.
And
I miss
what's
my
funny
old
about
baby.
it is because of what they gave you for it, which I bought models that cost more than that.
I have to.
Okay. Well, it's and you just talked about these crazy concerts you like to go to.
Yeah.
Okay. In the fucking worst neighborhoods in the world. So I'm like, I told him, just so everyone knows, I warned him. He should have kept that beater to drive into the city to go see these crazy bands.
I totally should have, because there is a show tomorrow night that I wanted to go to, but since I have temporary plates on my car, I am not taking my Kia into the city of Chicago to get stolen by the Kia boys. And yeah, if you don't know what that is, look it up. It's insane. So yeah, I can't go anywhere in the city for a while, but I got a new car. It's weird having a new car, especially like one that has technology on it. It's strange. And I don't have to put a gallon of oil in there every 2 days.
Month, week.
But all right, enough. That's our recap. That's kind of what we've been doing. Just some other programming notes. Like we said, the barbecue is tomorrow. If you're watching this on the day it came out, the barbecue's on the 31st. You can still come. Just let us know. It's going to be cool. I think we're going to have a good time. Brian and I will be doing Modeling a Movie on September 3rd, I think it is. Whatever that Thursday is. Coming up. Or no, not the 3rd. It can't be the 3rd. September something. That Thursday. Whatever that is. This next week. 4th? That changed that.
Yes.
Somewhere. Okay. Around there. But that's
well,
it.
this comes
That's
out
what
on the
we're-
30th. The
This
picnic's
will
on
be
the
on
31st. That would be Monday would be the 1st, 2nd, 3rd. 4th would be at Thursday.
4th. I'll have to go back.
If that's a little more math than you can handle.
That is a lot of math.
That, by the way, everybody, just so you know. Okay. When Jason's dad passes away, Jason will never buy a car again.
I'm in big trouble.
Okay. Because
I'm in big trouble.
all right. When he told me the story how he just locks up like when they start talking numbers.
I have no idea what's going on. And I'm just like, okay. And then I get depressed and I hate my life. And then it just. But the coolest thing is when we went back to the finance guy, my parents have ragged on me my entire life for not like keeping track of my finances, blah, 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 like on paper. It's always all been in my head. And I always tell them I've never missed a bill. Nothing like. The guy said I had one of the highest credit scores he's ever seen come through the office. I've never missed a bill. I know when things are due. And I know how to balance in my brain. All right, we're done.
But
Everyone's
you can't
bored.
figure a 20% tip at a restaurant.
No, I can't do that. So we got anything else?
What?
Anything else? You saw Superman.
Ugh. What crap.
Such
Superman was so crappy
nope.
that it scared me off Fantastic Four. I'll wait till it comes on the cable. Okay.
That's a good Brian and I will be talking about Fantastic Four, and I think it's a good thing you stayed home. So, it's not terrible. It just stay tuned for my thoughts on Model in a Movie on Fantastic Four. Yeah.
Okay. No guests this episode.
So yeah, we have
Just
no guests this episode. It's just us, Scott and I, bitching about life. That's what we're gonna do the whole time. Actually, no. We do have a topic this episode, and the topic this episode is.
When were you going to clue me in?
I told you it already. Let me finish my sentence, and maybe it will jog your memory. Just because you can doesn't mean you should. Is the topic this episode. And that'll make more sense here shortly when you find out what we're going to talk about.
Well,
so
like, just because you can stand in the front row and dance and shit doesn't mean you should.
Exactly.
Okay.
I've hinted at this for a while now. For this past, I don't know, it's been about a year, I would think. Yeah, maybe ish. No, less than a year, but you'll find out. We don't have any emails. So we can kind of get that out of the way right away.
I did get something in the mail. We want to talk about that after or now?
You know what? No, let's do mail call right now. I got a couple things in the mail too. While you're getting that out, let's do the.
I got it. I'm ready.
All right, hold on. The email address is modelclubtv@gmail.com. If you'd like to send us an email, if you'd like to send us a package or something in the mail, please send us an email and I will forward you the address for whoever you want to send it to. And then we also have our phone number for voicemails, and we got one, but I didn't listen to it and I ran out of time. 708-816-4299. It looked like it was Allison AI or something again. I'm not sure. 708
Peter Jackson finally calling in.
It probably was. Dang it.
Why's that guy busting on my movies all the time?
816-4299. Peter Jackson, if you do watch the show, please call this number or email me and I'll give you my real number, and I would love to have you on to talk about anything you would like to talk about.
Your snooze fest movies. Your
amazing movies such as Bad Taste, Meet the Feebles, and Lord of the Rings.
Don't even say the other one.
Frighteners?
Really? Really?
King Kong. Ugh. Boom. All right. Okay. What'd you get in the mail?
So, it's been a while. I think I'm narrowing down who this is.
Really?
Okay. Yes.
I wonder if there's multiple big feats. Do you think there's multiple?
But I got one of these kidnapping emails.
Uh-oh.
Okay. I'll read it as best I can. It because they're using this font, makes it a little harder to read. Dear Scott, I stopped by my pal Bucky the Beaver's gas station, which is Texas sized, just like me. Bucky's has 50 gas pumps and a giant mall-sized shop with all sorts of things that a Sasquatch like me likes. Then when I was there last night, I thought of you because I still believe in you, Scott. So I picked up a couple of things that I hope you will like. Wear them to keep you warm up in the frozen north wastelands of Chicago. With all my hairy affection, Sam the Squatch.
Sam the Squatch. This is not Buford T. Bigfoot.
P.S. I enclosed a Bucky sticker just for you.
Have you been to Buc-ee's before?
No, I've not. I've driven by a couple.
You've never
But I
gone to
gotta say,
Buc-ee's?
This is a quality sticker, man.
Yes.
Like, that's a quality sticker right there.
Dude, Buc-ee's is the best. And Wally's here in Illinois. They're building a Buc-ee's in Joliet on 55, I heard.
So, wait a minute. This might not be the sticker.
Is that a label from something?
Yeah.
You lost the sticker? Uh-oh.
It's somewhere.
Sam the Squatch is going to break you in half.
This is what I got. Okay. Size large.
Scott.
What?
I will pay you $100 to go put those on and come back on camera.
No. Okay.
And do the Charlie Day tight pants dance. Come on.
And then I also got a really nice shirt.
Oh, that is nice.
And what do we got here? Okay. So, again, the cash equivalent would be so much better.
Oh my God.
Right?
That's good stuff. That's good stuff.
But what I do have to say is this. This is an extra large. I haven't been an extra large in a long time.
I'm an extra large.
I appreciate it. So you may get this.
I might fit in those underwear too.
These are large. Yeah.
Might fit in those.
Well, it depends. If your mom wants to see me in them, I might. So anyway.
Dude, you should take a picture of yourself in them and send it to her. It's a joke.
No, she'll kill me. If she doesn't kill me, she'll kill you.
That's true.
Well, that is a sticker. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, get a Bucky sticker.
Nice.
There you go. That's what I got.
I got in the mail and it just came today, from our what do we call Francis? Francis, one of our most prolific listeners who watches all the shows, sends us lots of cool stuff, sends us great talking points. He sent me a copy of a magazine that I totally forgot about, Decibel magazine. And it is a heavy metal magazine. Scott, we're going to play a little game. I just opened one page.
Oh, boy.
I'm going to, ready? All right, here we go. We are going to play, Scott, have you heard of this band before? Okay. Ooh, look at Carla Harvey.
I don't even know who she is.
Oh.
I do her, but
she is the former Butcher Babies vocalist on Wendy O, Mortuary School, The Violent Hour. Anyway, let's do this.
I'd have known that.
Here we go. So I'm just going to pick an article. Look at this. I need to pick this album up, but I haven't done it yet. There's a new Gwar album, 40 Years of Gwar. The new album is The Return of Gorgor. Have you heard of Panopticon? I love Panopticon, one of my favorite bands.
No.
Okay, let's just do this then. Funny. I lost the page. Where did it go?
I'll bet you can't find a band in there that I've heard of.
You're probably right. All right, so there's some show reviews in here, Scott. Ready? Some show reviews. And they're festivals, so multiple bands playing at these festivals. And to be honest, I have not heard of all these bands. There's a lot of metal. So, starting of Northwest Terror Fest 2025, Thursday, we had. Oh, wait a minute. Here we go.
Once again, you were prepared. This light's really making me look washed out.
All right, so Panopticon did an acoustic set. Have you heard of Panopticon? No, we already did that.
Oh, no, I thought
Wormrot?
it was a convention. When you
Have you
said
heard-
that, I thought that was the name of a convention.
No, Panopticon. It's a prison where everyone's like looking at each other. Or medical
See?
facility.
And I just thought it was a
Oh man. All right.
convention for
Wormrot. Have you heard Wormrot?
No.
Dark Meditation.
But I think your mom has it.
Have you? I'm actually really sad. This band, Agalock, is one of my favorite bands, and they just reunited, and they're only playing certain places. Have you heard of Agalock before?
No. Sounds like a sound you make when you vomit.
All right. Speaking of, have you heard of Witch Vomit before?
No.
No. Persecutor?
No.
Hukongo Grind Time?
Almost.
Demolition Hammer?
No.
Dusk?
No.
Evoken?
No.
Mournful Congregation?
No.
Asphyx?
No.
Skepticism?
I have it.
Haggis? Have you had that before?
No.
Paradise Lost? Have you heard Paradise Lost? I like them.
No.
Triptychon?
No. Is that another convention?
No. All right. That's funny. This is
Wait, Triptychon. Wait. I have heard of that. Isn't that what's in Turkey that makes you go to sleep?
That's tryptophan.
Oh, okay. So
Lord-
if you went to see Triptychon, are you a tryptophan?
Yeah, I think yes, I think so.
Boy.
Yeah, these are my kind of bands. This is a good magazine. I didn't even realize I had heard of it and totally forgot that there's still magazines. I'm gonna go pick that up. So Francis, thank you. Jamie
Is
and I are
Francis
going.
the guy that brought us the gifts at Wonderfest, the Ronin
Yes, he
book,
is.
and all that?
Yes,
Yeah.
he is.
What a great guy.
Dude. Yes. I love him. Jamie and I are going to Louisville. We have a metal festival for her. It's not metal bands that I really like. It's bands she likes. So I'll be down in Louisville again. Right across the street from where Wonderfest is. In 2 weeks. I think 3 weeks.
Where are you staying?
A True on the other side of town because everything else is sold out and everything's super expensive. So yeah. We're going to Louder Than Life. So check out that lineup. If anyone's going to be there, we can
Anybody
meet up.
that watches this show knows with the intro that Jamie is louder than life.
Dude, you've witnessed real.
I've seen it a couple times now. Well, I haven't witnessed it, folks.
Everyone
but
thinks that voice is fake.
I
but
have heard it on the phone.
Sometimes that
But
voice is
that
real.
being said, our boy here does ask for it. So I'm just saying. Okay.
That's true. That is true. If anyone's going to Louder to Life on Saturday in Louisville and you want to meet up, hit me up. I'll be there. So I think it's Deftones is the headliner that night. That's who we're going to see. And I don't know a Deftones song. So
And I ran into our friend Fred DeSanto and Denise.
oh, okay.
At Styx. I guess Fred knows the drummer and had first row seats.
That's pretty cool.
No one stood up in front of him.
That's because he was in the front. Maybe next time you should spring for better seats. Get front row. Actually, you were in an opera box. You shouldn't have that problem. All right. We got to get going. Here we go. News and reviews, Scott. All right. First up, once again, we are going to be plugging KitCon.
KitCon. That's not a band? KitCon's not a band?
KitCon is, my tablet is up and running. I can actually see the show now. KitCon Scale Model Contest and Show, Saturday, November 22nd, 2025, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Hilton, Raleigh, North Hills, 3415 Wake Forest Road, Raleigh, North Carolina. Phone numbers there on the screen. I'll say it out loud for people who are listening. 919-872-2393. The group code is MODEL. So if you're trying to stay at the hotel, that's what you need to do. Which vendors, contest, demos, raffle. General admission is $5. Age 10 and under is free. Contest fee is $10 up to 5 models. Registration is 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. So pretty cool. Visit KitCon at kit-con.com. Info is info at kitcon.com. So please, if you're in the area, get over there to KitCon. I think Scott has some bad news about the KitCon. Am I correct?
I don't think I'm going to be able to.
Okay. Because you have a trip the weekend before? Is that something like that?
About a week before.
Yeah. Something's going. And so I am still planning on hopefully trying to go. So, but it is the weekend before parent-teacher conferences, and I have to make sure I can do something. So,
yeah, because all the parents want to talk to the art teacher.
I know, but I have to be there contractually at a certain time. So if I get screwed, I'm on a flight because of weather or something, I'm in big trouble. So I have to fly out. I think that's something quickly. But yeah, please check out KitCon, everybody. Links will be down below. I'm really excited. I hope it does well for them, and I really, really would love to see another show take off. So let's go.
Let's go.
Oops. All right. Up next, Scott, you got to read that description while I do some buttons.
Okay, so up next is Pam Grier from the movie Coffee. And she's the baddest one-chick hit squad that ever hit town. I'm guessing this is a movie from the 70s that was probably part of the whole early 70s black exploitation films that they had going. And this is the first release from our good friend Gil Mondragon. Okay. Or as our boy Paul likes to call him, the Man-Dragon. So, it is available in a 1/6 scale full figure and a 1/8 scale full figure. The 1/6 scale full figure will be $125. The 1/8 scale will be $85. And the quarter scale bust will be $150. This was sculpted by CG Verse. And these will be digitally printed by our friend Mike at NY 3D Creations. And this is really and again, I'm not familiar with the movie, but this is really nicely done.
I agree. Completely.
I would not want to be printing those earrings. I have to ask Mike about that, how that went. But but I know that the hair is a separate piece. And there's a breakdown, there's just a nice, simple little base, nothing crazy. And, it's based on the poster by the looks of it. And so 70s. I mean, when I say so 70s, the afro, the tight, just everything. It just screams 70s to me. And then you have the bust, and the bust will come with a little poster. Movie poster,
which I want to right there. I love that idea. That is a really cool little addition.
Mm-hmm. And and on the bust you can see the close up of the bust. You can see the earrings.
Yeah.
So I wonder if Mike's pulling his hair out over those.
Once again, though, and I kind of it. There's this whole new crop of kit producers. From Horvath now all the way down to the Mondragon. Stuff that people have never done before. That you never saw in Garage Kit Land or figure kits. Oh, hell yeah. I'm all for this. More of this, please. What Jerry Frade has coming, we'll talk like the stuff he's been doing with the Warriors and all that stuff. Like this is, and what HG Designs has done too with Joe Hudson.
And NY3D Creations with this
and
baseball stuff and all that. So it's
some really cool stuff that has never been made in kit form is coming around in kit form, and I'm all for that. So well done, Mr. Mondragon. This is fantastic. Cool. And I love the nice simple base. You don't need to go crazy with bases. I love that. It captures the poster. It's right there. Really cool. Well done. All right. Contact info. Best way to get a hold of Mondragon.
Get info is contact Gil with one L, Mondragon, MONDRAGON, at gmail.com. He's also on Facebook.
And I'll have all the links down below as well.
Yes.
You can read again. I'm just going to let you
Can I read again? Okay. So I guess this next release is from Silver Screen Icons, Saul Alvarez.
Can we comment on the logo? This is pretty nice.
I like the logo. Yeah, I do like the logo. I knew you'd like the logo because it's all death metal looking. But no, I do like the logo. So Saul has available the London After Midnight bust, available as a quarter scale and 1/3 scale bust. Comes with 2 alternate hands, one holding the lantern. The quarter scale unpainted bust is $100 plus $10 shipping in the US. Third scale is $130 plus $12 shipping in the US. And this again, for those, and I think we've talked about it. This was a scan of an old Jeff Yeager kit that he did for Saul. Cleaned up, I believe probably by CG Verse, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, that's what I think.
And with a new base, designed by Mike at NY3D Creations. And you know what? It's stuck true to the original sculpt. And this is the thing about scanning, I'll say real quick. You know, when you scan something, it's not scan it and it's ready to print. Okay, it's not that at all. The scans need to be cleaned up, and I think that this scan was cleaned up, as was my King Kong, and yet still held the feel of the original sculpt.
Yeah,
and so I think it turned out really good. Saul did this is a nice line of stuff that Saul has.
Absolutely. And up next, he has.
And speaking of Saul and
Saul.
Silver Screen Icons, we
got Dracula and Mina with a wolf, full figures. Just announced, like in between these last two, like just shortly after the last episode, I think. So really cool full figures. He has the bust available as well. Really nice stuff from Bram Stoker's Dracula. So if you're a fan of that, or just want a really cool kit, this is right up your alley. Here's the bust that came out as well.
I have seen that movie.
Look at that. Did you like that movie?
It was okay. I didn't love it.
It's okay.
But I didn't hate it.
I agree.
Okay.
It's grown on me since I saw it. I'll say that.
You know, I know the fans of it love it.
Yeah.
Okay. And but it was a little weird for me. It got a little, I don't know. I mean, it was true to the book.
Yeah.
But
what I really didn't like when I first saw it when I was younger was all the weird stuff that Francis Ford Coppola tried to do. But I read I watched a video kind of explaining he was going back to old special effects, like especially the shadow puppets and that part and some of the miniature effects. And actually it grew on me quite a bit. I still don't think it's great. And I will probably get hate mail for all this, but
I will say that over the years, there have been some fantastic kits.
And that's because the design work is amazing.
Yes.
The character design stuff is amazing. The costumes, amazing. The rest of the movie, it's okay.
Like I said, I didn't hate it.
No, I don't hate it either.
I didn't love it.
But I absolutely love this Dracula bust. This is like next Wonderfest or before that, I got to pick this up because I think that is badass. And I much prefer it to the old man Dracula with the beehive haircut. This
I'm not a big fan of the old man Dracula character either. So.
Yeah. And we're going to get hate mail for that too. Send us hate mail at modelclubtv@gmail.com if you love the beehive Dracula.
I get all hate mail about the movies, so it's all
right. So we have that. And so Silver Screen Icons. Links will be down below for anything available from them. And we'll get there. All right, go ahead and read that, Scott.
And this is from
HG Design.
HG Designs, our friend Joe Hudson. And again, sculpted by CG Verse.
There's a lot of CG Verse this episode.
Yeah. And printed by Mr. Van Scoy of NY3D Creations again. And this is their new Dr. Z in 1/3 and 1/4 scale. Here are some pictures to see that they strive to get all the details that the painter and collector wants. And this is really nice.
Yeah.
So
Dr. Zayas always creeped me out as a kid.
He was a bastard, man.
Because he looks, he was. And he looks so much like the actor that's in there.
Oh, yeah, like Maurice Evans, yes.
Yeah, he creeped me out. It just creeped me out for some reason.
But nice bust.
Yeah, definitely.
Nice likeness. I want to give some kudos here, too. CG Verse, from when I first started to see his work till now, is progressing really well and getting better all the time.
Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of,
I guess we have a Conan coming as well.
Yep.
Do we have a scale or anything on that? Or
not yet. Not that I could find. Joe might have sent me one a long time. I don't think he did though. But I grabbed these off the internet, so I don't have one.
Okay.
But yeah, look at that. That's really nice.
Another big old Conan.
So if you're a big Conan fan, stay tuned to HG Designs. It's coming.
All right. And from our good friend.
All right.
And very generous friend, I might add,
yes.
too.
So I have an email to go with this.
Okay.
So we got a lot here. Jerry Fraid sent us a lot. And it came in the mail again today. So we got lucky. Hello, MCTV. Just 2 quick announcements. First, Just Paint It will not, I repeat, will not be selling 1/8 scale kits from now on. Unless someone has already started a collection of the Warriors in that scale, I will make an exception. That scale just does not sell for me. So it just makes sense to just stick with the 1/6 scale and bust line. So with that, I send you for giveaway my very last 1/8 scale I had in stock from the movie The Warriors, Cochise. So I have
Cochise or Cochise?
Cochise. I have other stuff in there too. Hold on. So I have it. I'm not going to take it out. It's in here. I have pictures right there. 1/8 scale. So the smaller one. You can win that next episode. We are going to give that away. And if you'd like to be in the drawing for the Cochise, why am I saying Cochise? Is it Cochise? It's COO. Jerry, Coo or Co? Co. I can't remember. My brain broke. What's going on? So yeah, we have the 1/8 scale figure. Why do you think, before we even go, that's surprising to me a little bit.
Well, that is too, because I've heard from other people that the 1/8 scale is the scale that does sell for them.
Yeah.
Okay. Now in Jerry's case, it's not selling for them. I don't know. I made my Kong bust in 2 sizes. Price sold more of the bigger ones. Okay. That being said, for another $25, you can get the bigger one. So, why not? Okay. I made that Aurora scale Kong, and I initially sold a lot of them. And right prior to this, and maybe you can go grab the images for the gallery, because I don't think he sent them in. Ross Waddell.
I just saw it before. Yeah. And, I'll wait for him to send them in. Ross, send me the pictures.
And I don't even know if Ross
maybe doesn't
listens or watches, but anyway, he did a great job on it, especially the base.
Yeah.
And Dan Garden had done a really good job on his. Vince Simonelli had done a really good job on his. So this kit really paints up and builds really well. And I think I was charging $110 for him, and it's like sales just died on it, and which is, trust me, right now, I don't need any sales. So I'm still making Galunas. I got one ready to go finally. I got another one started. I got 3 more behind that. And that's why I haven't even really advertised it anywhere online, because it's like,
Yeah.
they take, like I was telling you, they take days to make. And I'd really like to get stock going and have about 5 on hand and then put them out there for sale.
Yeah.
But I've got other stuff going on. I've got orders for producers for that KitCon show, which I got in a timely manner, so that shouldn't be a problem. But yeah, it's just never stops. And that's why I haven't really been advertising or printing for people. If they get a hold of me, I tell them, look, it's going to be a while, but I'll put you on the list. And, there you go. So it's...
Scale's a weird thing, though. If people could leave comments below, what's your preferred scale? I think we've talked about it before. But just maybe Jerry would like to read. Why people don't want...
I just sold a couple quarter scale kits to our friend Rick Lindy, just because it's...
I mean, I have a couple...
I don't need them.
I have someone that prints only wants stuff in quarter scale. And I have other people that want things really small. So it's weird. I would like to hear some people's thoughts on scale and what...
Me too.
What works best. But, all right. If you want to be entered into the Cochise giveaway next episode, you must be a subscriber over at Just Paint It's YouTube channel. So I'm going to do this on the honor system because I don't have time to go check. But please, I'll leave a link to Just Paint It down below. Please go over to Jerry's YouTube channel and subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. Please do that. Just Paint It. It'll be down below. Then in the comments, I want you to put what emoji?
Come out to play. Come out to play.
Come out to play?
Yeah.
We were doing better with the emojis. It's easier to see.
Whatever. Okay.
Let's do a feather. There's got to be a feather emoji, right?
How would I know that? Again, you're nice and prepared.
I like to do things on the fly. It's more organic feeling.
Mom likes to fly too, but
not what's in your fly. I'll bet.
Loves what's in my fly.
No, I don't think so.
Let me see. Feather. Yes, there is a feather.
Okay. So in the comments, leave a feather emoji to get entered into the Warriors kit giveaway, the final 1/8 scale Cochise. It is yours. Maybe next episode. So leave a feather emoji in the comments. All right.
You're such an idiot.
Second, I'm proud to announce that Just Paint It will be the U.S. supplier for Hengs Model Kits from the small but amazing country of Luxembourg. This is an effort that's been in the works for a couple years to bring his kits to the U.S. market. First, with his debut at Wonderfest, some of you may have had a chance to meet Heng and his wonderful wife in person at the show. Also, this is a chance to pass on some savings to the customers for shipping or any tariffs if applicable. Hengs Model Kits are hand or digitally sculpted but cast in resin. These are all amazing kits from Mad Max, Danger Girls, and many more one-off kits. Many reviews and paint-ups available in my YouTube channel, youtube.com/@just_paint_it. Link will be down below. We have most of his kits from his website in stock in multiple scales available, ready to be shipped. For anyone interested to purchase any of his fine kits, please go through Heng Hilger by visiting his website at hengsmodelkits.com. And that's HENGS modelkits.com, or his Facebook page, which is one of those long, crazy Facebook links. So I'm just going to leave it down below as well. Pictures attached, including some kits that will be coming soon. So follow him on Facebook for any new announcement. With Heng's permission, I also included some of his kits in 75mm for giveaway. Please note the Addams Family, Easy Rider, and Blues Brothers are part of a new line coming soon. Once again, thank you for everything you guys do for the hobby. Just Paint It. Thank you, Jerry. So let's go through some of the stuff we got here. Coming soon and much more. Stay in touch. Register your email for the newsletter. So everybody go over there, get your email over to Heng. Got some really nice relief plaques. Bruce Willis. Looks like some Addams Family stuff. So I got some bigger pictures. Easy Rider. Couple from Easy Rider coming. And then
Got a lot of stuff.
Yeah, lots of. And then we have Uncle Fester. That's a good likeness. And more Morticia. And Hank sent us stuff a long time ago, way back when we first started. It's great to see him still going.
Well, he's got some
Lurch.
nice stuff. I'm on the website now. But I don't see the Universal Monster plaques.
So I think those are probably coming soon.
Those are coming soon? Okay. And so I'm looking forward to that.
Sure. Really, if you're a Mad Max fan, tons of cool stuff here for Mad Max.
There is tons of cool Mad Max stuff. There's some nice reliefs. Yeah, there's
really, really nice stuff. So we have stuff to give away. I'm going to go through that now. Let me just make sure what happened here. In the right place. My favorite part from the Road Warrior, when the guy tries to catch the bladed boomerang and it cuts his fingers off. And they got him perfectly cut off, just like it is in the movie. It looks like 4 hot dogs that just go flying through the air. I love that part. Oh, man. And here's the Blues Brothers. Near and dear to my heart. Scott probably hated that movie.
No.
Really? Wow. All right.
As a matter of fact, they're showing it again, or they did show it again on the big screen recently.
Cool.
It was part of one of those,
Yeah,
classic things.
Shin Godzilla was just playing too. All right, so we
I
have
went and saw that if you'd have gone, but
yeah, we have some of those kits to give away. So we have some pretty small, and this one's pretty small. I'm gonna, you know what? Let me throw on the overhead cam. If you look right above Bruce Willis's head, there's a little girl kind of sitting on a throne. Not a little girl, but a girl sitting on like a throne thing. And that's one of the things we're going to be giving away. Go here back to me. It's this big. Here's the torso of the girl. So if you are
small, you could say.
Yeah. Look at, get in there, camera.
Yeah, I can see. Well, it's blurry, but
it's blurry. That.
There we go. Right there.
Okay. So I'm going to put the overhead cam on so everyone can kind of exactly see. Scott's going to have a hard time seeing a lot of this stuff. And I need to switch from this camera. All right. So I'm going to zoom in. So here's that little figure. I'm going to give everybody an idea. Look at the detail on that up close. Really, really cool. If you're into miniatures, it is a red Sonia, it looks like. And
it does look like that.
Yes. Lots of little parts. That's what I'm almost 99% sure it's red Sonia. There's the base. There's all the other pieces that are with it. Okay.
That's not his website yet that I can see. So,
okay. So yeah, lots of really cool stuff. If you'd like this little red Sonia, here's the legs. I like this piece. This would be fun to do. There's her kind of sitting there. Let's get. Not gonna work. There's the legs. There's the body. There's her butt. And this is fantastic. I would love this. So if you like this little red Sonia, let's do like 3 giveaways, Scott. We can do more. If you'd like red Sonia, what should we put in chat for red Sonia? What emoji? A red heart. Does that work for you, Scott? Are you good with that?
Who am I to question you?
That's right. Who are you to question me?
Well, I'll tell you.
So we have red Sonia, red heart for red Sonia. You can get that little red Sonia miniature. Okay, here we have, I think there are 2. We have 2 of the same. Go back to this. Overhead cam. All right, these are Judge Dredd figures. So here's the Judge Dredd figures. I have 2 of these to give away. All right, we have Judge Dredd. 2 Judge Dredd miniatures to give away. Smaller figures. Judge Dredd figure, an eagle emoji because of his one shoulder pauldron. Again, these are really nice. Look at that, is like it's so nicely cast. It feels so nice and smooth. I love it. So we have 2 of those. So Eagle emojis to win a Judge Dredd smaller figure. Now these are pretty cool. These I feel like I'm gonna break though because they're so thin. But these are some Batman wall plaques or relief sculptures. Look at that. That's pretty cool. We have that one. We have 3 of them to give away. Scott, should we give them separately or is one person getting all 3?
Yeah, it's up to you.
It's a lot to give away in one episode. I say we'll give away all 3. These will be pretty cheap. So we have 3 Batman little relief sculptures to give away from Hengs Model Kits. So let's once again bat emoji to win the Batman stuff. We have 3. So you have a bunch of chances to come away winning something this episode.
Yeah.
So that's next episode.
And costing Jason more.
Yep. Red heart for the Red Sonja. Eagle for the 2 chances at a Judge Dredd figure. And then a bat emoji. We're giving away 3 Batman relief small little relief things. These would make great magnets. So that's pretty cool. Thank you, Heng. And thank you, Jerry Frade. Thank you, Just Paint It. Thank you, Hengs Model Kits. That's fantastic. That brings us to what, Mr. Johansson?
I don't know. I got to get there. You had me going all over the place. And I mentioned this last episode, but Pestilence Labs is now shipping their customizing monster kit box art tribute, sculpted by Jeff Yeager. There is some digital stuff in here, I think, and some traditional stuff. Jeff Ferrone did the build up on this, and this is why I wanted to show this. Amazing. Just amazing. And again, I'm going to go back to, I thought this was a terrible idea. Okay. Now, I've given Mark a few good ideas, and
this wasn't one of them.
I didn't give him this idea, and I wouldn't have given him this idea. But this is, first of all, very well executed by Jeff, and yeah. So, and I still have mine in the box over here. I haven't even opened it yet.
Okay.
So, I still would maybe like to do an unboxing, but yeah, this really turned out good. And
yeah,
I want to say something about Jeff's paint job on this. Okay. So many people I've seen over the years will paint a skull or a bone white. Okay. I love the color how he chose this skull color. And depending on the picture you're looking at, it kind of comes out darker and more yellow on the one. And then yet the teeth are still white, which they would be. Okay. Maybe not as white, but
yeah,
the idea is, for what it is, it's yes, that's how you paint skulls. Jinxie, if you're watching. Okay. So yeah.
But if you're trying to make it look exactly like the box art poster,
I guess you go white.
You would go white.
Yeah.
If you're trying to make it look realistic, you would not do that at all. So that's
no, and I get that, but again, I look at what Jeff did here, and it's
But I agree completely. It's one of the most common mistakes.
He's done a lot of the box art kits for Mark, and done a great job. So
it is one of the most common mistakes that people do is paint bones white, and you don't want to do that. In fact, I don't know where it is, but I have a bone color, and it's called bone, and it's not even close to white. So, yeah, you're right.
I've got a bone. I give it to your mom once in a while.
Also, from Pestilence Labs, we have a mystery picture. So, Mr. Worthling talked Mr. Brokaw into doing another big head. This is your teaser pick. They put, if you go over to Mark Brokaw's page. I think they put up a teaser hint. And I think most people can figure it out. I think we figured it out pretty quick. This will be fun. I think this is a really good idea. I can't believe it took them this long to put this figure into the big headline. So I think a lot of people are going to be excited for it. Scott, thoughts?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
You sure you're not sure? I thought you knew.
I don't know.
Really? I know. Wait, I know something and you don't?
Yeah, you'll have to tell me at the end.
I will. So that's where we're at, everybody. Okay. Next. X Plus. They shrank the Cyclops. So they're coming out with a Cyclops, long box Cyclops, 1/35th scale, which puts it in line with what, Scott? What else is 1/35th scale? Your normal monster kit size? Like your Aurora scale almost?
1/35th is small.
Is that way small? Is this like tiny?
Yeah.
Oh, is it the size of the monster scenes ones?
Maybe. I don't know.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah. Huh. All right, 1/35th scale Cyclops. Head on over to your favorite plastic model dealer.
See, I think it's going to be the same scale as like the Gamera and stuff that you got.
Yeah, I think those are 1/35th. So that's about, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Although, but that would be different for Gamera 1/35th versus the Cyclops 1/35th.
Yeah, I don't think they look into it that deep.
Okay. All right. It's been a while since we had a well winter update. Scott, here we go. We got a lot.
So this is Silver Surfer and Thor.
All right. First of all, what took Well so long?
What do you mean?
Like comic style Marvel characters. Has he done that before?
No. Well, he's done some animation X-Men. Okay.
But not the Silver Age kind of like from the comic book.
No. And this is actually based on a cover of, and you can probably look it up and put it in here if you want in editing. Silver Surfer number 4. Okay. And I really like what he did with this. Okay. I had one person tell me they didn't like the nameplates, and I'm like, yeah, I can see that, but I'm okay with the nameplates too. You know, the parts breakdown is I don't know how well the backdrop gonna print
Wait,
out,
what's wrong with the
how...
nameplates?
Well, I don't know.
They're the right font. Is it the colors?
Oh, they're exactly the right font. Matter of fact, I would use that Thor nameplate on other stuff. Same with Silver Surfer. So,
is it the Rainbow Bridge? What is that bridge called?
Yeah, that's basically the Rainbow Bridge, and then the other half is like, yeah, Silver Surfer coming at him from space, kind of. It looks like he's hoping, and this is, I do like this, that you could print like the swirl from the hammer, or the whatchamacallit, the streaks coming from the Silver Surfer. Or, and again, I'm looking at the cover right now. You could leave them off the hammer.
Yeah.
But the streaks are there in the Silver Surfer. So, yeah, I think he did a really good job on this.
Yeah.
And if you look at, again, if you pull the cover up, just the way the cape wraps around the boot in the front and all that, that's all accurate to that cover. So,
I'd like to see more of these. I hope he keeps doing more.
I do too. And trust me, I would like to give him some ideas because it's,
I think doing covers, because Jamie did that with his Namor, Jamie Sai, kind of picked a cover, a Silver Age cover like that. I think this is a great, It's a great idea for people to go a direction.
Yep. Well, I agree.
And I even like his render has that kind of comic art style with the black lines in it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Which is McFarlane's doing that with action figures now too.
Yeah.
They're putting with those lines. But yeah, this is really nice. I really like to see this kid. He should send this into McFarlane just to show him what he can do, and maybe get some real work and leave us behind. But
yeah, we don't want to do
like all the good sculptors.
I mean, that'd be
do.
good for him. Bad for us. Up next, Blue Falcon.
This was a Patreon piece.
Yeah, I got this.
And it's Blue Falcon and Dynamite. And Dynamite comes with a couple options with the arm and head.
Yeah.
And this is a fun piece. I'd never watched this cartoon.
I watched it a lot as a kid.
So
my question, and I have the files because I'm Patreon and I'm printing this for someone coming up here soon. And same with, I want to go back to the Silver Surfer for a second. That background, is that black and purple raised up different? Like, do you know? We'll have to look at the background piece.
Well,
because even on this background piece, the Falcon thing, that's a really big flat piece that I'm worried that
want to give me a quick second here. I'll answer that question.
Like, I'm worried that Blue Falcon would warp a little, maybe. It might be better to do, like, if you have a bamboo that prints really nice flat, like, sign. I've been seeing a lot of people do signs with FDM printers. And I'm wondering if that would be better done there. I don't know. But Blue Falcon looks really cool. So yeah, let me know when you look at that piece.
So yeah, that's a curved piece, which is kind of nice because then if it warps, it's not gonna.
So it's curved, but are the purple spots raised up off the black?
Yes, a little bit.
Okay. I was just wondering for ease of painting. That's all.
Yeah, it's not raised, but it is embossed.
Okay.
So so yeah, it can be painted.
Yeah, just keep that in mind.
Might be something too to use some fluorescence on or something. Or
yeah,
something
that would be fun.
Give it a really, weird.
And even this, like the Blue Falcon makes me. You ever see those like acrylic signs that are lit that the edges light up?
Yeah,
that would be kind of cool if you could do that. And then what is Charlie Dog? I never heard of that.
So I'm going to be honest. I haven't either, but
it looks Warner Brothers. Is that
it is Warner Brothers?
Okay.
I do know it is Warner Brothers. Yes.
Okay.
And again, this is one that just slipped through the cracks on us, but it's just a nice, simple piece.
Now this one.
Now this was his Patreon, just so everyone knows. And this was right up your alley.
This is up my alley. This was one of my favorite shows as a kid. Black Star. Effing loved it. I still have some of my Black Star toys. One is in the garage. One I have, or two over there actually. But I went and got this off my shelf. So you can see I'm not lying. I still have my black. It's missing. I used the saddle for like a model build at some point, I think, or something. But ended up teeth still glow in the dark. Still have the Black Star mount. I love this show. So it was really cool to see this. And this is one of those I want to print for sure and get done. But this goes for.
So let me ask you this. As a fan.
Yeah.
Because, I know the Godzilla pose you wish would have been a little different.
Well, that's just because in my head, I wanted it.
So when you look at this pose, do you like this pose? Do you
I like this pose.
I wish he would have done this. I mean, I'm just,
I like this pose. It's a nice action pose. It's coming off the rock like he's like launching. I like it. Works. The Godzilla one, I just wanted more like water. There was something I wanted him kind of walking in the water, holding the boat. That's what I wanted. It was in my dream kit. That's what it was. So otherwise, the Godzilla one's okay. I'm happy to have it, that it's there. Oops. So All right.
All right.
Here we go. We're still going. This is our last thing in news and reviews.
You asked for it, you got it. Second offering in the 1/8 scale Aurora-sized hammer line from Jeff Yeager is the Christopher Lee Dracula. Now again, 1/8 scale. Okay, so smaller scale. Size to match our previously popular Curse of the Werewolf. This one's casted by the hold on. This one's casted by the magnanimous and ever-present Bradley Worley. To get yours, please remit $130 to PayPal ID to Jeff's email, dupacucc.
I'll put it down below because it's a hard one to say.
Listed as friends and family, and an ad for Little Lee in the comments section. Once payment's received, you'll be put on the list, and he'll let you know as soon as they're ready. Molding is underway currently.
That's a cool piece.
Really nice piece. I've never been and I can honestly say this, I do not own a single Christopher Lee Dracula piece, nor have I ever watched a whole Christopher Lee Dracula movie.
Really?
Now obviously I'm familiar with, the look and everything, but I have to say this is really nice.
Yeah.
Really nice.
I like his 1/8 scale ones. I haven't bought any yet, but I think they're pretty cool. All right. So if you're interested, links will be down below. Jeff's PayPal, and that information will be there. Pretty cool piece. All right, Scott, that's news and reviews. That's a longer news and reviews than we've had in a while. So that was pretty fun.
Yeah, and thanks to everyone that sent stuff in. And,
yes.
Yeah, and thanks, Jeff, for making me go look for it, but that's okay.
All right. We wanted this episode to talk about something that I did along with two other people. Now, I talked to one of those people and got permission. The other one, I guess you'll probably figure out. I might as well just say it at this point. Mark Worthling and Rick Lindy and I had an idea, which was probably a really good idea in the beginning. And halfway through, we're like, what have we done? So this falls into just because we can doesn't mean we should. And that's where this title comes from.
Okay.
The genesis of this idea came from our good friend David Horvath and Nostalgic Resin Productions, because David released this kit. Okay. And I don't have the mummy plaque that goes behind it. Scott, what's her name? Zita, what is it?
Zita Johann.
Okay, Zita Johann. From the mummy. And in David's kit, you get the bust, you get this block, and then behind it is a mummy plaque. All right.
You don't get the bust, you get the whole figure.
I'm sorry. I'm looking at her bust. That's why I said it. So with this kit, you get the figure, the block, and there's a mummy plaque that goes behind it. Okay. So when we first saw this kit, I think Mark and I were talking, we all kind of said, man, wouldn't it be cool to have that statue that goes with this kit, or it goes with this figure? So I want to show you some pictures first. And that picture is first of the beautiful Zita Johann. And this, and I want to real quick, the sculpt ended up, I think, really captures her really well. You got the right headpiece, got everything in there, all the details are right. The dress is right. The print on the dress is, it's a really, really nice kit. And you don't really see kits that have a really nice pose, that kind of a sitting pose, draping cloth, real fun kit to paint. Looking forward. So I'm like, man, it'd be really cool to have that statue that she's sitting on to go with it instead of the back. So Mark and Rick Lindy and I decided to go with this direction. Okay. Now, here's where the problem started. The kit that I got is 1/8 scale. So this is the smaller version. Mark and Rick each got a 1/6 scale kit. So we figured, hey, we'll get this statue, do it in 1/8, and then scale it up to fit the 1/6 scale statue. And I said from the beginning, no one wants to listen to me sometimes, but I said the 1/6 scale statue is going to be enormous. Because, Scott, you and I talked, I don't know, at length, multiple nights, trying to figure out what size it should be. And we kind of settled on by using this still. This is the famous still. And now even looking at the still and looking at the finished product, there's some things that I think you're going to agree with as well when we get there. It's a lot more squat than the one we ended up with. Would you disagree? Agree? Like, it's not as tall. Like, the figure's torso seems... Anyway. So we paid the three...
I don't know.
It's close. So how much we'll get there.
It's close enough. It might be a little tall.
Okay,
but it's not horribly tall.
So this is kind of... I want people to kind of see how we walk through this whole thing. We had tons of discussion. Because once we got the sculpture, we were like, oh man, that looks really cool. But then we're like, how do we know how big to make it? And so we had to do a lot of math, which everyone who watches this show knows is not my strong point. And then we also had to deal with knowing the size of this block that came with the original kit that she sits on. We had to have, because I had the 1/8 scale, Rick Lindy had the 1/6 scale, which I didn't have. So we were trying to scale it up for both to try and get it to match right. And I think we got pretty close. So I'm going to show you the final pictures, and then I'm going to show you what I ended up with. This one's pretty cool too, where she's standing, but she's way in front. And the other thing, when David Horvath and I were talking, it almost looks like in this picture where she's sitting in the front of the statue that they pushed a block, or like, Scott, can you explain the movie, what happens in the movie for people?
Well, there's a scene in the movie where there's a scroll in there, and Karloff goes to steal the scroll to bring her back to life and gets caught, and that's when they wrap him up and make a mummy out of him. And
the thing she's sitting on, that piece comes off and the scroll is inside the base, right?
Yeah. Well, you guys don't. Yeah. I mean, you guys didn't do it, but you did make it hollow. So if someone wanted
so if we wanted to, there's plans, but not my plans. I don't think I'm in on this part of it. So, but when David and I were talking, it almost looks like for this picture, they took another block and put it in front of that to extend it out a little bit. Instead of the cover, because the scene in the movie, the cover's smaller, that she wouldn't be able to sit on. Long story short, this is what we ended up with. I got it. And I printed it. And it took a...
Hold on, I'm going to see if this will pick it up.
Hold on, let's go to you. Okay.
But anyway, it's blurred out.
Yeah.
You can see, that's...
Inside, there's a hollow cavity where the scroll is. And it has a little thin cover. So when we got it, so here's what we ended up with. All right. After much mathing and scaling and doing all this stuff, it ended up, if you look at that picture on the right, that is an 18-inch ruler next to the statue, and it's taller than that. So it basically comes in at about 20 inches tall for the 1/8 scale figure. And that's her sitting on the front of it there. Okay. So that's her sitting on the front. And I wanted everyone to see that. This was all 3D printed in 3D resin. So this was all printed on a liquid resin printer. Here's when the next problem comes in. It's enormous. For me if I wanted to sell this kit to someone, it would be between $450 and $500. Give or take, maybe 400 if I change some things, which I did change one thing since I did this. And I was like, that's just not feasible. Like, to try and do this as a kit, because it comes in. I'll show you the parts because I have them, because I ended up changing some. There's a block on the bottom. There's a block in the front, a block it sits on, and a block in back. And then there's a head, the torso, and the legs. Those are your parts.
Mhm.
Total print time, and I saved everything. The total print time there are for this statue, there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 print plates. All right. So people kind of, I know this might be getting in the weeds and boring for people. One is 9.5 hours. One is 16 hours. The other one's 16.5 hours, 11.5 hours, 8 hours, 10.5 hours, with a total print time of 72 hours to print. That's just there. Resin, the highest cost in resin plate, and this is just cost, like sheer cost, is $21 for one of those plates. And they range down from there on other ones. So it became very clear, very quick, that to do this whole thing in resin was not possible. It's possible. I did it. It's just very expensive. And it turns out really nice. Fast forward, I bought a new FDM printer basically so I could print this thing in FDM. So the next pictures, it gives you an idea. The front of that is 3 3/4 inches. Pictures. But I was able to print this in plastic, in FDM. And that's what I ended up doing. And it's going to be a hybrid plastic and resin kit. So on the new printer that I got is a larger Elegoo. Scott and I both got the same printer. I was able to do the pieces, and now I can show these. This is the base, so you get an idea how big this is. This is just the base. This is the part the statue sits on. Okay. Then this is the piece that is like the back. So people know that's how big that is. And then this, I even shrank the width of this for me a little bit. And this just sits in front to cover up that part. Okay. So we have that. This is the figure in resin. So there's the head. You get an idea how big the head is. I'll put it next to my head. This is the legs of the statue. They fit on there, and I'll pop up the other camera, which I really don't even need to here in a second. And then the torso, which I have to reprint. The part failed, but it didn't fail on the other one. That goes here. And this goes, and this I got to sand a little bit. This goes there. So that gives you an idea how big this actually is. And then she sits in front like this. And where's her torso? And you have that kit there. Now, I know this is impossible to see. I'm going to turn this camera around.
Watch the head go flying.
It's going to go flying. I'm trying to piece it. Let me flip over to this one. Web window. Nope. Going to do overhead cam. I have to click a button. Shoulder cam. There we go. You can't even see the statue in my picture. All these pieces. But if you see it, kind of looks like the still where her head, Scott and I, we figured we were going where her head lines up with the knees on the statue when we were trying to base it. And we kind of got it. Now, the sculpture, I think, is a little stretched taller than it is in the still and in real life. But that's what we ended up with. And that's where we are. So I just want to give everyone the story of just because you can doesn't mean you probably should. Now, Scott, I want to show you, I was able, and you saw this already, but other people haven't. I was able to print it in plastic, in FDM, in filament. Okay. Which I'm shocked. What is this? Oh, it was a support. I am shocked I was able to print these things that he's holding. They came out near perfect. It took a couple tries to get the support settings right, but they fit. Here's the legs. I was able to do the legs in plastic, and I was able to do the heads in plastic. I have a bunch of practice heads, so people who do win giveaways might get plastic heads in the boxes, but that's it. And I could do this, and I think with a couple layers of primer, you wouldn't tell the difference. There's some spots, yeah, it looks rough, but it's a statue. Who knows? So I could maybe do this. It would be a lot cheaper, but I think to do this kit, if we ever did decide to sell it, would be the base and FDM filament, the figure and resin. You're still looking at a pretty expensive kit. Now, Scott, you had Rick Lindy come over, and what did you guys decide?
So Rick Lindy, and I'll have to send you this picture because I don't know if it's going to.
Yeah,
Rick bought. He had the 1/6 scale one.
Yeah.
And so when I saw what you had done, I got a hold of Rick and said, Rick, if I print this thing, and I didn't even go into cost, I said it's going to be giant. Okay. Because I think you printed it at 140 some.
Yeah,
percent.
and I started planning it out in 1/6 scale, and it doubled the amount of plate because I had to. This part would have needed to be cut in half to fit on there. The bottom base piece would have needed to be cut in half, and I would have had to do the torso by itself, the legs by itself, the head by itself.
Yeah, because I think I came up with 165%. So that's 20% more.
And you're
so it would have
adding
been about 21 inches.
And you're adding 3 more print plates. And even at 1/6 scale, or 1/8 scale, you're looking at 72 hours.
Now, that being said, and I'm not criticizing.
No, because I agree with you.
Okay. First of all, I don't know how true 1/8, 1/6 scale these are. They're close.
They're close.
Okay. They're close. Close enough. My problem with the 1/8 scale on the one that Jason printed is it is 100% accurate size-wise to the photo. But that being said, my own opinion here is at 1/8 scale, that dwarfs the figure. Okay. And to me, the composition should be the figure should be the focal point, not the statue. Okay.
Right.
And to me, the way it's accurate, it is
trying to line this up perfect so you kind of get the idea still. All right, go ahead.
So Rick came over with his 1/6 scale. And we put it on this base. Okay, and I don't know if this is going to pick it up or not. And
all right, go. There you go.
It does,
yeah,
kinda.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, and the 1/6 scale.
You know what? Can you turn it? There. Whatever you're doing now, move closer to your face. There you go.
Okay. So the 1/6 scale, while not a little big for the screen accuracy, okay, and I'll send Jason this picture so he can actually put it up. I thought it was a better composition. Okay. It's not screen accurate, but it's a better composition. And Rick liked it as well and ended up taking this one home.
So instead of going through the process of trying to make this thing truly 1/6 scale according to the figure, because again, we don't know if this is this. I know Dave did his homework and got as close to 1/8 as he could, but I think you're right, and this brings up an interesting question: what's better, screen accurate, or looks better composition wise? In general, what do people go for? Are you want something that's screen accurate or something that looks good?
And my opinion is it depends on the piece.
Yeah.
Okay. Because in this particular case, I preferred the way Rick's looked. Okay. Yeah. Because I think yours dwarfs the 1/8 scale figure. And I have a 1/8.
Here's the whole figure. Like, that's the figure.
Yeah.
Once, like,
and if I have one, you can set that thing in your shoulder. Like,
I know.
My little monkey, my little Egyptian monkey. So, I do have the 1/8 scale, and I was fortunate enough to get the files because I was going to print it for Rick.
Yeah.
But Jason was nice enough to send the one he printed, so I could take Rick off my list right now. But if I was going to print it for me for my 1/8 scale one, I would print it smaller than the one you printed.
Yeah.
Because I don't think it needs to be that big. Okay. So in this case, I think the composition of it is, maybe I'm not using the right word when I say composition.
No, you are.
It flows better with a smaller statue with that piece.
I think
it's not screen accurate.
I agree. And that's what I wanted. I wanted the crazy, ridiculous statue with the little figure. Like that to me, it doesn't look better, but it looks ridiculous. And sometimes I like ridiculous. Mm-hmm. I think, and I'm going to go back over to this. I think one really good way to do this, like if you were going to make this to sell it, which kind of makes it boring, but a cool way to do it would be to cut it on an angle so you don't get all of the statue, but you see like from the middle of his, like the lower part of his waist down, and you would kind of just see that in the background, like on an angle or something. Not cut flush across, but just kind of flows with it.
Either that or, and this is me, and again, this is an iconic still from the movie.
Yeah.
Okay. But you have posted this other still where she's standing up.
Yeah.
Okay. It would be cool to have her standing up like that. And then if you printed the statue and it's behind her, you could almost do a forced perspective.
You could do a forced. Yep.
Okay. And you know, because again, when you look at that photo, it's equal. It's she's there and the thing is there. You know what I mean? So it's.
Whereas and here's how you can kind of tell, if you look at mine versus like Rick's with the 1/6 scale, her foot goes off the ledge. It's like where her arch is, and it leaves some space on the other side of her. That's how you can tell right away. In yours, in the other one, she takes up that whole spot, right? Which is fine. And you're right. It looks visually, it looks more cohesive. This looks ridiculous and screen accurate, which is what I like. I don't know why, but I just kind of wanted something dumb, and it's super dumb.
It's super dumb
to do it this way. But I think going forward, if I were going to do this for somebody, and please, nobody bug Mark Worthling for this, and nobody bug Rick Lindy for this. We have not figured out how we would handle doing this for anyone if we want to go forward. And I think we would only make it available first to people that have Dave's kit to go with it. Mm-hmm. And then we could talk in the future, but we don't know. Cause like I said, I basically sold it to Rick for cost, like at that point of what I did. And then, but to do it all resin, $500 or $450. But even on the FDM, if you look at this, that looks really cool. Like it's fine. Especially for some just like supposed to be stone, couple coats of primer. You don't see there's no lines in there at all. There's lines in the statue part in this. Definitely. Like, especially on the I don't think you can see them very well. Wait, you know what? Overhead. Let me show you up close. You can see the lines in there on the plastic. So you definitely would have to do a lot of sanding. You would have to do.
But if you sanded it, you
primer.
take the texture out.
Right.
You'd be better off using the primer and seeing if it covers it.
It just kind of fills it in. Yeah. I mean, but some of this, there's some really bad stepping. Not bad, but it's really noticeable right in his lap area. But
see, and again, if I were you guys, and it's not my thing to do anything with, I'd do the chair in FDM, and I'd do the face.
And that's where, I agree. That's probably what we'd end up doing. So it was just one of those crazy, like, hey, wouldn't this be cool? And then we actually did it. It's like, what have we done? Because now it's like,
you know,
we got to the point where it was unprintable. We're like, we don't know how to make this work. We have the file, but to do it right, you're talking, it would be this tall. It would be enormous. So,
and then you'd run into the same problem. It would dwarf the figure.
It would cost $800.
So it's crazy.
So that's where we're at
too. When I put out my King Kong originally,
I
said, let's do an 18-inch. You know, well, first we were going to do 12-inch. And then it was like Matt and I at the same time kind of looked at, well, we didn't look at each other. We were talking on the phone, and and I called him up one day. I said, what do you think about, and I go, doing it 18 inches instead of 12? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, yeah, let's do it. Okay. And we got measurements of the actual armature. We got the casting of the skull. Okay. So Matt sculpted the Kong over the skull, so everything was in the right place.
Yeah.
And I sold my fair share at 18 inches, but what a pain in the ass to make. What a,
you ended up with probably the best, or if not top 3 Kong kits ever made. Like,
Mhm.
it's there. It's right there in that top 5, at least. There's not many. I still think it's number 1, but crazy idea, and you ended up with something cool. As much of a pain in the ass it was, the history of the hobby, it's there. This, it's stupid, but I love it. It's so ridiculous that I actually love it, and I think it works for what it is. But man, and the only other like technical issue I have with the whole process was not, and this is more of a, I think if we had a different sculptor, input would have been a lot easier if I was working with someone on my own instead of with other people, because we all had notes going and they kind of didn't line up sometimes. And you're just like, ooh. But that being said, I learned a lot. It's technically my first kit, I guess. But man, which brings me to, I have 2 ideas for kits that I want to do, and I want to be reaching out to some of the sculptors we've had on the show. And I'm hoping by Wonderfest, because everyone else, the Mandragon, Joe, Jerry, everyone has really inspired me. I gotta put a kit out under the Model Club TV moniker, and I have some ideas.
Well, then, if you're putting it under there, shouldn't I have a vote?
No, because you've made kits. You could easily put them under Model Club TV. I don't see any of those Howard the Duck kits anywhere.
Whoa. That's
Where are
Scarface
those?
done.
Where
That's
are
Scarface done.
Where are the Scarface?
Only 2 in existence, and one's not even done. I think I still have a sidewalk piece to print.
What about those add-on pieces for the creepy coop?
Well, that project, just for the record, everyone, I believe that project's been scrapped, and here's why. Well, sculpted the creepy coop beautifully. Okay, so I really can't top that. Right now, that being said, if someone wants, I can try to size the pieces that I was going to put out from Wells files and make them so they fit that car. Okay.
I know I'm not the expert here when it comes to the creepy coop, but I have printed Wells creepy coop. Have you?
No.
Okay. Have you built the plastic one?
Years ago. It's a snap together.
Okay. Those wacky racer kits, and I'm not putting Well down at all because they're amazing sculptures, but this falls into the just because you can doesn't mean you should. Those things should not be printed in resin. They are way too, the axles alone will bend. And I've had this issue because I've now done 2 of the cars. They need they need like a clear acrylic something under there to take all of the weight off the wheels. Those axles are going to bend every time. Those cars are much better plastic kits. They might not be as accurate, but if someone put out those kits like if someone took Wells files, like a company, and somehow turned those into plastic models, that would be the way to go. Because those things aren't, especially even the clear parts, like they are not, you're so much better off with plastic.
Well, like the Buzzwagon. Did you do the Buzzwagon yet?
No,
with
I
the
did.
Saw blades for the
No.
for the wheels?
Someone else did those. I did the creepy coupe and I did the Pat Pending car.
Okay. Oh, the Pat Pending car, you should probably, if you're going to print it.
I already did it.
If you're going to build it, you should take every round little piece that there is and replace it with sheet styrene if you can, or brass.
Yeah.
Because there's
all of those axles need to be brass rods. Everything. It's crazy.
So,
and then, but here's the thing. The wheels, the wheels come with the axle attached. It's not separate. So you'd have to clip it off and then drill.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a pain. And the spokes alone. I'm just saying, they're great kits. Well, if you're watching this, it's a beautiful piece. But to do it in resin is really, really hard, especially over time. So it's just, we're in that weird area where things are possible, But sometimes you shouldn't be doing that the way we're doing them. So that's where we're at. We have no emails this episode. There might be one, but I might save it.
We went a long time here.
We did go on a long time for not having anything.
Yeah.
So again, we'll see everybody at the barbecue if you're coming. If not, we'll see you next year. It's Labor Day weekend. Start making your plans now, Brian Clark.
Ryan Clark couldn't spell labor if you spotted him labo. Okay, I'm just saying. Okay.
Oh man. All right, we'll see everybody next time.
Okay.
Say goodbye, Scott. Oh, there's a really cool alien in the gallery this episode. Check that out. Some other cool stuff. Not much in the gallery this episode. I'm hoping some stuff comes in by the time I can finish editing.
Go grab Ross's Kongs to put it in.
Yeah, I'll grab those and we'll put them in there. Ross Waddell, we're stealing them. Putting them in.
Yeah, too bad.
So, too bad.
Okay.
Oh, man. All right. Say goodbye, Scott.
Goodbye, Scott.
Bye, everyone. You ready, Scott?
Oh, sorry.
You sure you're ready?
I'm ready.
Now let's both drink in the beginning.
Your arms are very hairy.
Why are you looking at my arms?
Well, it's like you're transforming into the Wolfman or something. I guess my arms are hairy.
Wait, your arms aren't as hairy as mine?
I don't know.
The only plus I got is my hair on my arms is starting to turn gray, so you don't see it as much.
Yeah, see, that's mine. Well, I don't know. Probably late. Mine are pretty hairy. They call me Mellow Yellow. Okay.